we're having a resurgence of vocations right now in our group in the Eastern Province, St. Joseph Province. And there's a great zeal among them for study, and as I've heard, for preaching. So, I'm heartened by that in many ways, because I'm a convert to the faith, and I came in as a 20-year-old. And so one of the things that I encountered as I came into the church was an awful lot of well-meaning people who didn't have a lot of good background when they talked about things. And so I always stick with that as the thing that the Dominican background provides. It's a balanced presentation of the faith, and not that Franciscans don't do that, but it's our strong suit, so to speak. So much so that ever since the time of Saint Dominic, the household theologian for the papacy has been a Dominican. Okay, somebody there to consult, and he hasn't been the only one the Pope's consulted, but we've been part of that scene and trusted to do that. We tend not to be as charismatic as Franciscans, and I think sometimes that liveliness draws people in a different way. So that, to me, seems to be a strength that Franciscanism has over Dominicanism. We can seem a little bit too stolid, maybe, or slow-moving about things. But anyhow, I imagine both of our communities have that difficulty since we elect and we decide on policy as a group and so forth. We change slowly.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I would agree with that for the most part. I kind of dumb it down as oversimplify things, perhaps, and I've always kind of seen that on the similarity aspect that we both have that same sort of thrust of the gospel and that attempt to live the life of Christ, and this idea to witness to the truth and the reality of Christ. I've just always seen the Dominicans as, like I say, to oversimplify it, Dominicans as high church and Franciscans as low church. That you guys do a good job of, I think, representing like the teaching and the this is what's this overarching belief where like you said, you're the house theologians, but if you go to the Vatican for confession, you come to us.
Okay.
So if we're down in the dirt, we're the little church, we're the joy piece. Well, at least I've always liked that, and I don't know enough Dominicans to say that's true. And I will say the last time I was in a priory in Washington D.C., the students were starting to homebrew, so I was very excited about that and quite jealous because it looked good. But I think that's always what has attracted me to the friars, is that there's a real effort to just be simple, just be. There's a great, if you go to Assisi in the Carcery, which is was a prison, that's the word means, but it's kind of a friary high on Mount Subasio. There's a wonderful set of statues, and it's the early friars, the first friars, and part of that is Brother Elias, who was an architect, and he's up there and he's with the brothers and he's explaining the stars. So he's pointing out the constellations, and this is then going all the academia. While over on the side, kind of by himself, is Francis, flat on his back, just looking at the stars.
Okay.
Just enjoying the stars. And I think that's where I think Francis is. Yeah, okay, I know there's stuff that I should know, but isn't it beautiful?
Sure.
Yeah.